So if you're targeting business clients on Facebook, here's how I typically do any sort of targeting. What I do is I go into the ads manager here, and then I do audience insights. So what this allows you to do is take a look at the pages that people like for audiences. So what I normally do is I'll have this, and then I'll have sheets.new. I'll have a Google Sheet right next to it. So you kind of go broad. So like you said, you're targeting entrepreneurs. So what you want to do is you want to look here, entrepreneurship. Now, right here, you're going to click page likes. And what this is going to allow you to do is it's going to allow you to see the pages. What this is, now there's two different things here. There's interests and there's pages. And this is going to get a little confusing, but interests are different than pages. Just because there's a page does not mean it's an interest. And I'm going to show you exactly what that means right now. So I searched entrepreneurship, and typically a lot of times people will want to target things like entrepreneurship, or like small business owner or things like that. But here's the problem with that. What you want to do is you want to target things that are very, very specific. So what we're looking at right here is anyone that likes entrepreneurship. What Facebook is telling us is that these people are most likely to like these pages. So Book VIP, IKEA, the Mint Julep Boutique, Planet Fitness, Whole Foods, Ulta, Dollar Shave Club, Sephora, Lowe's. But the point is that none of these are specifically about entrepreneurship or have anything to do with running a small business. So this would not be a good interest to target. So let's come up with some other stuff. So what about maybe, let's say Forbes, if I can spell it. Forbes, there we go. Let's say Forbes. Let's see what interest Forbes brings up. So now basically what this is saying is that we're still pretty broad. Most of this has nothing to do with business, but Small Business Saturday is actually kind of interesting. So let's take a look at Small Business Saturday. Oops. And you always want to make sure that you're clearing these out because you just want to see this single thing here. So let's say Small Business Saturday. Facebook's not working. All right, so let's talk about some celebrities. Let's say like Dean Graziosi. He's a popular person that if you like, if you're into business and things, you might know who he is. So as you can see, we're getting a little closer. So let's see. Well, maybe not. Dean Graziosi. Let's look at. All right, let's go with Russell Brunson. I know that Russell Brunson is one that a lot of small business owners, myself included, are a fan of. So now what we can start taking a look at is, so we got Tim Ferriss, Jim Rohn, digital marketer. Okay, so now we're getting closer. So now we've got ClickFunnels, we've got Shopify, we've got digital marketer. So what I start doing is I start basically making a list of all these. So ClickFunnels, Shopify, digital marketer. Okay, so entrepreneur, we already looked at entrepreneur website. Now, if I don't know what it is, I'll take a look at it and I'll click on it and I'll see what is lighter blue. Lighter blue is, no idea. The heck is this? Trouble concentrating. Oh, maybe this is like about depression or something. Okay, whatever it is, it's not about business, right? So let's see, Nick Ortner. I don't know who that is. Let's see. Meditation. No. All right. So, and honestly, I know what digital marketer is, so that's why I'm including it. I know what Shopify is. I know what ClickFunnels is. Eggland's Best Eggs. We don't care about that. Tim Ferriss, Jim Rohn. These are guys that I know what they do. So we're gonna add Tim Ferriss, Jim. How do you spell it? R-O-H-N. Is that right? R-O-H-N. Jim Rohn. I believe he was Tony Robbins' mentor. And then like some of these guys, I don't know who these guys are, so I'm just going to pull open their stuff. I know Dean Graziosi. And then Network Marketing Pro. I don't know who that is either. So like literally what I do, this is just the research phase where basically I'm really just kind of going through here if Facebook will load. And I'm looking to see. And let me close Dean because I know who Dean is. All right, so Network Marketing Pro. This guy might be someone, I don't know. This is not a place to recruit. All right, let's see. Danny Johnson. Let's see who that is. Choose wisdom, not fear. World teaching. Okay, so she's not really business. Let's see who Jesse Dubeck is. Founder of Influencersoft. Probably doesn't matter. Brainathon. Let's see. I don't know what this is. Brain experts. No. So bottom line is what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to go through and I'm trying to find people. Okay, angel investor. 1 day, multi-billion-dollar. This one's kind of close. Business consultant. Yeah, and actually you're targeting women. So we'll add her on here. But basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to go through here and like I'll add this and just see what other interests we can find from here. And then what we do, so bottom line is what you want to do is you want to keep going through here and you want to keep finding more interests. So as you find more interests, then you can dig in. So let's go, let's say digital marketer, because digital marketer is one where there's a lot of people. And this is from the Russell Brunson thing. And Russell Brunson brought up a lot of stuff, so we know that Russell Brunson is good. So what I typically do is I have one column over here for ones that have been tested. And what you want is when you actually test one of these out, first of all, you want to make sure that it actually comes up. So you see digital marketer doesn't actually come up. And that's what I was talking about before, where you can have an interest. So just because it's a page doesn't mean it's an interest. That means it's not targetable. So we're going to get rid of that. So let's check out Shopify. And by the way, since digital marketer is not targetable, then we're going to put this in the no column. Let's see, insert one above. Call this yes, no. All right, so what was I just doing? Shopify. All right, so Shopify is targetable. So now what we're going to look at is we're going to look at what are the people that are likely to like Shopify. So let's see. So Shopify is not a great interest just because of the fact that most of the stuff here is pretty vague. It's pretty wide. So I would put Shopify under the no column. Let's look at Tim Ferriss. Okay, so now you can start looking at like all this different stuff. So like the Motley Fool, Investopedia. So here we go: Russell Brunson, Gary Vaynerchuk, Brian Tracy. I don't know who Brian Tracy is. Best-selling author, public speaker, all that type of stuff. So now what you can do is basically you can go through here and all the ones that are no's, it doesn't mean you're never going to use them, but like, I always put yes and no in terms of, is this someone who brings up a lot of other interests that are related to whatever I'm searching for? So Russell Brunson and Tim Ferriss both did that because they had a, Russell Brunson, so this is Tim Ferriss. We've got Russell Brunson, Gary Vaynerchuk, this Brian Tracy guy. You've got the Motley Fool, Investopedia. There's something else. So just like things like that. So that's kind of what you're looking for is basically other things that are related. Now, like for example, Gary Vaynerchuk is kind of difficult because he's so popular that he has a very wide list of page likes. So if you look. Points Guy, Vice TV, Tommy Lahren, Ben Shapiro, Entrepreneur. So like, now actually, that's not true because we got Zig Ziglar, we got Brendan Burchard. These are all things you can target. Also, Entrepreneur, Facebook for Business. That's another good one to check. So Zig Ziglar, Brendan Burchard. I think I spelled that wrong. Facebook for Business. So basically what you do is you just kind of keep going around and finding all of these interests, and then you end up with a really big list of interests that you can target. So here's Facebook for Business. So let's see. And this is not really a great one. We got we'll see. We got Facebook for Business. We got Gary Vaynerchuk. We got Shopify. You got Tony Robbins, Entrepreneur. Actually, this one's okay. There's nothing that's like extremely overwhelming with all of these. A lot of times, like when I target lawyers, for example, you can get one. So like law firm automation software is a good one. Oh, why is it not on? Law firm practice management software. That's what it is. Law firm practice management software. So you can see this one. Okay, so my case, maybe that's not the one I was thinking about. I'm doing this on the fly. I apologize. American Bar Association. Maybe that's the one I'm thinking about. So there's a lot in here that basically... All right, I'm drawing a blank. These are not right. But basically with lawyers, there's a lot that you can... There's a lot where you can do that, where you can find a lot that are actually related to being a lawyer. I'm just drawing a blank on what they are right now. But this is really the process that I go through. And then I end up with... I keep going, and then as I'm going through, I just end up with a bunch of interests. And then what you can do is you can take all these interests and you can combine them into one very big audience. And let me show you exactly what that looks like. If we go into my Ads Manager account, I'll take you behind the curtain here. So this is my Ads Manager account. Now, right here, you can see this one right here, social media webinar individual interest. So basically, what I'm doing with this is I'm showing the same ads but targeted at these interests. So here's one National Bar. I think National Bar Association is what I was talking about. So I'm targeting National Bar Association, and then I'm targeting, it's the exact same ads in each one of these ad sets. But you can see, and these are in a campaign budget optimization. So what happens is Facebook has, what's my daily budget? So my daily budget is $1,008. And basically, Facebook will spend that $1,008. So like yesterday, for example, you can see yesterday it spent $158 showing this to people that indicate that they work in the legal services industry, $219 to people that indicate that they studied family law, $310 to people in the American Bar Association, $143 people with LexisNexis, and then it kind of goes down from there. You can see it only spent $7.44 from people in the National Bar Association. But if you look at one of these, the ads, like it's got all of these ads in one ad set, and it's basically just shifting through there. So that's one way you can do it. The other way you can do it, and that's where basically you would take each of these individual assets, even if they're in the no column, and you just try them. Because what's going to happen is some are going to perform better than others, and that's why you had one that spent $300 and one that spent like $20, whatever it was. The other thing you can do is, okay, so look at this one right here. So basically, this one right here, if you look at this, edit. So if you look at the targeting that I'm actually doing on this campaign right here, see if it'll show my audience. Basically, you can see I'm doing anyone that likes any of these things. So Alabama State Bar, the American Lawyer, ABA Journal, SCOTUS Blog, Bar Association, Virginia Bar Association, LexisNexis, Harvard. So if you like any of those things, then you fall under this category. And that's where this yes column comes in. Because what you want is you want a big category, you want a big list of people that are all highly likely to be entrepreneurs. And the way you find out if they're highly likely to be entrepreneurs, if they like interests that are mostly where the similar pages are mostly entrepreneur business pages. And that's how you do it. It's pretty easy. It's honestly, it's a time consuming process. Like for me to really, like it would probably take me 2 or 3 hours to really go through this business thing. And I would probably end up with a list of like 500 different interests when you really start digging into business, because you'll find one interest that will then take you, you'll find all these other interests, and then you got to test all those. And eventually you'll start getting repeats. But that's the process. When I do really, really high quality targeting for Facebook, it really takes you a couple hours. But once you have it, like that audience that I just showed you, I probably created that a year ago. So you just keep using it after that. So that's the proper way to build an audience using Facebook if you're going to target business owners. And then, like I said, a really good way to do it if you have a big list of interests is do it like this. Take the same ad and just test it on all of these different interests. So you can take a look. Let me show you what these actually look like. So basically, hold on a second. Where are we? National Bar Association. Okay. So if we do just National Bar Association, you can see I'm excluding auto register 30 days, which is anyone that's registered for my webinar for 30 days. I'm excluding buyers, and then I'm only targeting people who like National Bar Association. Now, if you look at this, it's the exact same targeting, but the only thing changed is it's people that like law practice management software. Now, this one right here, the only thing that's going to change is it's people that like the American Lawyer, and that's basically what it is. This one, LexisNexis, but everything else stays the same, and that's how you test it out. And you kind of like Facebook, just figuring out what works and what doesn't. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully that gives you a good idea of how to properly do Facebook targeting. But if you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks.